Hi guys, so I thought I would kind of break down how I make money as a freelance writer. Now, this is just what I do. There are like a million ways to make money as a freelance writer and like a million different options but these are the ones and these are the four like categories that I've done like the most and that like I enjoy doing. And there's like I said, a lot of ways to expand from here, but like a lot of people who are getting started in this industry like don't really have like a full idea of like how it works or like what it is and what it looks like. So I thought I would just break down like mine and then like talk about like money on the back end of like each one of these. Okay. So I got on my whiteboard because like mainly I just really wanted to use it because like I have one. First category is copywriting. The first thing is websites. This is like about pages, home pages, sales pages. Those are the main that's like the main bulk of like what it is for me for websites like that I write. And then emails. I don't do emails as much, but I do them sometimes, especially for clients once they've written their website and then they want to get into email marketing. They want to have like an email sequence of like when someone signs up for their email newsletter to like pitching them for their product or service. Sometimes I will write those. Not as much though. Not as much as the websites. Product descriptions, I've written a lot in the past. They don't pay as well as like the other ones, but these seem to come in demand a lot, especially during like the holiday season when everybody's like trying to sell their stuff and they want their products to sell. Like, I don't know how, like, where I was going with that. Like, product descriptions, which is, like, if you go to, like, Amazon, right, and you, like, read, like, after the, like, image and then, like, the title of the product and then, like, under that, those are product descriptions, like, about it, like, what it is, like, the battery life and what this drone's like and how easy it is to fly, like, all those things, product descriptions, describing the product, literally. Retainers versus one-offs. Basically, this is like some clients will keep me on retainer for like continuous work, like X amount of blog posts a week, X amount of emails, X amount of like social media posts, which we'll get into. Like, it's a constant retainer. They aren't my personal favorite because like I've had a lot. They just seem to like end or change or like whatever out of the blue. Like I've had clients who are like, whoops, I'm pregnant and I'm shutting down my business for like 9 months, or they've been like, oh, I'm gonna go travel, so like we're done, and it just like takes like, and if you're not careful, sometimes these retainers can be like all of your money, like which is nice, right? Like it's nice to get like, I've had a few where it's like thousands of dollars a month and it's like great. Like I know I'm making this amount of money and then I can freelance still on top of that and I don't have to go to an office, all that. But when companies downsize, especially like freelancers are usually like some of the first to go because like that's where they start to trim from first. So, but retainers, one-offs. I do a lot more one-offs than I do retainers. I have to really like a client to like continuously like agree to trust them with like for my money. Like, you know, like it's usually like these sometimes turn into that and sometimes like vice versa depending on like what they need in the situation. So, and then from there, social media, posting it, like actually posting it. I've done that a lot, especially like during college for companies. And the copy for it, especially for like Facebook ads. I don't play a lot in that area, but like I've gotten a lot of requests in that area. So that's like a possibility. And then strategy, which is like the overall strategy of like helping brands like use their social media and like get the most out of it, basically. But okay. And then trying to read my own handwriting. This is me trying to read my own handwriting. Ghostwriting. Oh, this is another area that I don't see a lot of people talk about. But boy, it can be fun, profitable. I mean, like, so the first one is for business owners. And this is where, like, if a lot of business owners aren't writers, naturally. You know what I mean? Like, they are they do what they do in business, and they want to publish posts because they follow like Gary Vaynerchuk. They want to publish posts on like Medium or LinkedIn, or they want to get a post in Inc. or Forbes. And it's like most of them hire writers to do that. They hire a ghostwriter to write it well, so then they pitch it with their brand and their name and their everything. And that's for reputation. Like, that's why I divided them between the two. Like, okay, this says for biz owners reputation. That one's purely for them building their brand, their name, their etc. I've written a few of those. Not that many though, because truthfully, I kind of have like a bit of an ego, and I like my name to be on things I write. It's just how it is. So I did a lot of more of these when I was younger, but I really, really, really personally like to have my name so I can like use it in my portfolio and like send it out, and it can like represent the work I do. Like if I'm going to get published in Forbes ever again, it's going to be with my name. Like, it's nice, but I can't like put someone's like article in my portfolio because it just doesn't look like, you know, anyway. Too big of an ego. But like if you have no ego, go crazy. Oh, and then for backlinks, that's what that says. For backlinks SEO. So basically the other alternatives that you write for companies for the purpose of getting backlinks, you write really like lots of companies need like guest posts written. They need like outlinks. And like if you're good and you're fast and you can network and you can like spend your time hitting up like 50, 60, 100 sites a day of like, will you accept this guest post? Blah, blah, blah. Like in a non-spammy good way. It's extremely time consuming, but lots of companies need it. So ghostwriting. And this is all stuff that you will like never get credit for, along with social media. I mean, like, copywriting too, but, like, for the most part, you can be like, can I put this in my portfolio? And they're like, cool. And that's fine. Social media, sometimes. And then, like, ghostwriting, not often. And then, I'm just going to die laughing if this is all backwards. But, blogging. This is where a lot of people get really, really confused. Because, like, they think these two are the same. Bloggers are not the same as copywriters, and copywriters are not the same as bloggers. I have worked really hard at being decent at both, but this is my specialty, and this is just what I do is like a bonus or for fun. They're not the same thing. Not the same. This is more like building an audience. This is more sales. So like, similar, but not completely the same. Cool. But if you're like getting into it, like understand that like this, like I see hundreds and thousands of like job postings that are like, we need a copywriter. And then you look into it and they're like, we need 4 blogs a month. And I'm like, you need a blogger. Way different. Similar skill set. Like, don't get me wrong, very similar skill set. A lot of blogging ties into like sales and a lot of like vice versa, right? But they are not completely the same thing. And this usually pays a lot less, and this usually pays a lot more. FYI. Anyway, so for blogging, they are ebooks. This can be profitable if you have a high traffic site. Now, I'm just talking about like, and there's a lot of variations of ebooks, right? Like I used to sell my own on my site about like how I became a freelance copywriter. It was extremely time consuming, and I don't have enough traffic to like justify how long that took to like write and the price. I should have done it like, but you can sell ebooks on your site. I'm just giving you like options for how to make money as a freelance writer. Ebooks. You can also write ebooks for companies, and a lot of businesses need ebooks. They are extremely time consuming. Charge appropriately. Affiliate marketing. this one's tough. Affiliate marketing, because now, like, okay, for example, I write for a tech site and we use affiliate links. Mainly just because I like tech. I do not use it for, like, the money. Because, like, I think that, like, the most I ever made in a month was, like, $40. I just do that for fun. Like, that's just me being, like, I really, really like technology and, like, testing things and, like, keeping up on it. That's just for me, and that's, like, my hobby in a weird way. And also for this one, like, it's hard because, like, at the same time, I wrote a post for a giant company with a percentage of sales in the sponsored post, and it made the company 5+ figures, and I'm not gonna give all numbers, but I got a kick out of that. So, like, affiliate marketing is very, like, all over the place. Sometimes it's, like, super good, and sometimes it's super bad, and there's a lot of, like, if you ever want me to really get into that, like, I can really get into that. But, like for example, too, I also own, like, multiple websites that I, like, use affiliate marketing for, just to, like, pay for my coffees every month, or my, like, going out with my friends, like, just to have them there, like, just as, like, something, right? Because, like, God forbid, like, one of these, you know, I don't have any retainers right now as of filming this video, but, like, all last year I did, and then, like, it ended right before Christmas, one of them, which, like, thankfully I was fine. But, like, I'm just saying, like, building up, like, other things and other, like, all of these for yourself as well as for clients. But that's another rant for, like, another day. Okay, let's see. 4 sites. Oh yeah, that's just, like, blogging 4 websites and 4 clients. I really try to add those into the same category there, these two. Yeah, sometimes I just blog for sites because, like, a lot of them will do, like, paid blogging. Like, they want good articles and they'll pay for them. Sometimes I do it just to get, like, links to my own website. And then sometimes for clients, like, especially if I've written the copy and I've written all these other things, and then sometimes I will continue to write blog posts for them as well, because then it keeps the voice, like, the same throughout the whole site and the blogs and the emails and the everything. And then down here, these numbers, I just put, like, basically for, can you even see? Basically for, like, profitability and getting paid. Ooh, this is a cute flattering angel. Copywriting, of course, it just makes the most money. Period. End of story. I mean, a lot of these copywriters are so funny online. I was just in another group that's, like, of all copywriters, and, like, supposedly the main guy makes, like, $10,000 for a 1,000-word, like, sales page. And I'm like, I'm sure you do, buddy. And then, like, I was just curious, and I, like, went to his, like, because it was on Facebook, and it was in a group, and I went to his Facebook page, and, like, if you're really making that much money, I just, like, expect to see, like, your house be huge, and, like, your Lambo, or, like, you know, if you're seriously making that kind of money and you're pulling in, like, 5-6 figures a month, where's your jet? Like, I mean, okay, I understand that, like, jets are, like, millions and millions of dollars, but, like, you understand my point, where I'm like, okay, something isn't adding up here. So this is why I made content, because, like, as you can see, like, I am, sorry, I'm getting off on, like, a whole tangent, but, like, it drives me nuts how many people in the copywriting world are, like, so sleazy and just lie to people. Like, I am not ballin'. But am I able to, like, go out and, like, have fun with my friends and, like, see my friends and, like, get some Ariana Grande good seats to her shows? Yes. Like, yes. And if I wanted to really hustle and I really wanted to, like, work, like, all the, like, 24/7 all the time and just, like, be super money focused and I make good money, sure. Am I ever going to sit here and lie to you guys and say that I make some kind of money that I do not make? You can see I've got Christmas lights hanging up. Like, this isn't fancy, but for a lot of people, just like an extra $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, like a month from freelance writing is enough to like change their entire lives. And I fully understand. And this way I made the content I do. Rant over. Okay, anyway, so profitability over here. Do not let some company railroad you into charging less than like 10 cents a word at least. And I know some copywriters are like screaming at how like low that is, but like for a lot of people, like that's a good solid rate for copywriting. Blogging, it's like hard to demand those kinds of rates sometimes, depending, unless your client's like real cool. So anyway. And they're smart and they know that like paying well will get them anyway. Most profitable. Second most profitable over here, because usually these business owners have money and they're willing to pay like good money to like get their brand like into some fancy stuff. Do not let some smart big CEO tech tell you that they're gonna only pay you $50 for like an article in Forbes. Don't ever. Hundreds of dollars at least. 2. Okay. 3. Blogging. Yes, blogging can be great. Especially if you set up like retainers and packages and like constant, like it can be a good constant flow of money. That's the nice part about blogging and affiliate, work, all that kind of stuff. Like consistency. That's the nice part about blogging. And then social media for me never paid that well. It was just always like a filler work between like everything else I was doing. Being able to like write like a month's worth of tweets for a company and then be like, here you go. And then like have some money to like go out, pay my student loans, like live, So anyway, that is it. I just thought I would show you, I thought I would just walk you through basically like how I personally have like made as a freelance writer. And I've done other things. I was like a journalist in college. I did like press releases, like other kinds of things, but that right there is like what I enjoy doing and like options for you. So anyway, this is another long video. Thank you all for tolerating my rambling. This is why I'm a writer, not a speaker. Okay. And I never know how to end these. Sign up for my email list. Okay, bye. Link below.